Well, greetings, everyone. This is quite an honor for me. It always is. I graduated from Anoka High School in 1943. 2 weeks later, I was in the Army, and I was sent to the Infantry Basic Training School down in Georgia. Now, the infantry is the front line of the Army. Those who don't know what infantry is, it's not cooks and truck drivers and backups and so forth. It's the guys up front that carry the rifles and do the dirty work up front. There's nobody between us but the enemy. Finally, it got to be Christmas Eve. Now, Christmas Eve, it was something special because at home we always had a big family gathering, and it makes you cry inside. You know, you're lonely, you're cold, you're outside, you haven't had any hot food, you're so cold your feet and hands are frozen. You've been shooting at people all day and they're shooting at you. And we're in a foxhole on a kind of a hill. And this hill was about 200-300 yards of an open meadow that went down. And down here was a group of woods. We were in foxholes up here, dug in. The Germans were down here in this woods. We knew each other was there. Shells were bursting in the air. It was, I don't know what time it was, maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. The war was on. There was just like it looked kind of like a 4th of July celebration. You could see rockets going off and things, and ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, machine guns. All of a sudden, as if on a given signal, it turned deadly silent, just like it is right now. There was not one sound that you could hear any place. And all of a sudden, the German soldiers, some of them started singing. They started singing, "O Christmas Tree," in German, "O Tannenbaum." And then a few more picked it up, and a few more. Pretty soon, there must have been 1,000 of them singing that song. And we were just mesmerized. We stood there listening to that. And then they went into Silent Night in German. And I've never heard anything so holy or so blessed in my life. We cried like babies, and I still do. It's something that's just in me. And they sang through that song about Silent Night, Holy Night, and it was the holiest night I've ever seen. The Lord was with us. We had, the angels were there. I can't explain it. You have to be a Christian to understand it, but the angels were there. To this day, I play my horn and a saxophone. When I do, I can't play that song. I break up. I can't help it. It's just something that's inbred in me from that. But it was, believe me, the holiest night that I've ever seen, because we were in the presence of God there, and I know that. 10 minutes later, the war started again, just as if you drew the line again, and bingo, everything started shooting again, and the same thing that was on an hour before was on again. But for that few minutes, we went through an experience it must be like some of these people that go to heaven or have other experiences, because I was really blessed that night. I've got a lot to do. I enjoy buying things for the Veterans Home. Is what I do with my speaking money that I get. Every penny. I don't take gas money. I don't take lunch money. Every cent I get goes to help these veterans and their families down there. And at the veteran home in Hastings and Minneapolis both, there's men and women that need help. And I just love helping them. And I think that's why God is taking such good care of me. I've been blessed that I'm able to speak and able to remember and think where a lot of guys my age can't. And there's a reason for it. Those angels are helping me again, and I know it. So thank you, Lord.